I want to talk a little bit about a topic that it's very controversial in the autism community, but that I personally feel really needs to be addressed. And is the idea of this spectrum. So, for those of you who don't know, the DSM 5, which is the handbook manual that professionals use to diagnose mental disorders, which include autism, was revised in 2022, and it essentially kind of like broadened the umbrella of what autism spectrum disorder is and got rid of terms like Asperger's. And I don't know why this decision was made, but it was. And to me, this is very confusing. It's very confusing, and I think it doesn't help anybody. Because, yes, it's true that every autistic person is different. That autism is not linear, and you're not more autistic or less autistic, and you might have deficiencies in one thing and not in other things, and there's all the sensory issues and a lot of things associated with it. So to really understand a person with autism, you have to get to know the person itself. But apart from that, there are a lot of different levels of autism, and the levels are used now, the 1, 2, 3, really are just used for amount of support. So if you're a level 1, maybe you need very little support just for daily life activities, versus a level 3, which require a lot of support. But it doesn't really tell you much about autism itself. And I think that is just a disservice to the families that are trying to provide support for their kids, for people trying to describe what their autism is like, for just in general misconceptions that there's out there. And it's creating a lot of divides. I think it's making people have to come up with all these like adjectives that they add to autism, like high functioning or profound autism, and all these things that you have to do for people to really understand this like huge difference. Because there are people that, yes, are autistic but are very high functioning, and they have, quirks here and there, or like some challenges here and there, but other than that can lead a very independent life, and they're okay in society. Versus also on the complete other end of the spectrum, there's people with profound autism, if that's what you want to call it, that have a lot of challenges. Some of these kids can't really be left unsupervised, because they can hurt themselves. They can be violent, they're non